Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and this is another open with me, and it is the Monday Book Club, and this one is called Crocheted Home. 35 beautiful designs for throws, cushions, blankets and more. Now I bought this at a knockdown price of £5. It was reduced from £12.99, as you can see, but I did track this down on Amazon, and let's get rid of that while we talk. It was £9.45. Now this is by Kate Eastwood, and as you can see, it's got a bed on the front cover, and I'm not sure if this rug is in here as well, but we can have a little look. So there's a back page with a few other bits and pieces. We've got cushions, wreaths, we've got, thingies, little baskets for cotton wool balls and stuff like that, and the usual things for the home, like coat hanger covers and hot water bottles. So let's have a little look then. And we've got one of these, which is great because it keeps your place if you want to, and it does say on there that the right price indeed was £12.99, the recommended price, but like I said, Amazon, I found it an awful lot cheaper. So I guess we've got quite a few pages of pictures. So this is obviously in here. A little coaster and a thing to put them in, so like a little basket. We've got, that looks like another cushion and a wreath. Well, that's a Christmassy one. So there we go. We have also, that looks like sofa cover. Could be wrong. It might be a bolster cushion. We'll see. We've got contents. We've got stuff for the nursery, bedroom and bathroom, stuff for the living room, kitchen and dining, and we've got seasonal stuffs. We then have the techniques, abbreviations and suppliers, which is a rubbish thing. You don't need the suppliers. With so many businesses that go out under and so many yarns that get discontinued, that's like really unnecessary. So the first thing I can see is bunting that looks Christmassy. So we've got Christmas stockings and buckets, as it's hanging up over the coal fire, I guess that's why. We've got a cushion with balloons. So this is the chapter called Nursery. So I can see a few blankets already that look pretty nice. Now this one is obviously got clouds with stars. And it's quite a square. It looks square. Doesn't it look square? I think it does. Might be wrong, but it looks square-ish anyway. But these are just row after row of the same kind of, it says double crochet. So I want to say this is US terms. Yep, US size. Because if it was a double crochet, they would be bigger. No, hang on a moment. Double crochet. Why does it say US terms? US size. Right, let's see if we can find if it says so. No, if it says double crochet, I would have thought that's in UK terms. I'm confusing myself. It doesn't take much. Let's see. Doesn't say on there or that page. Does it say on here? And a quick cursory glance at all this gubbins, and no, I can't see anywhere where it would tell you whether it's English terms, or should I say UK terms, not English. And there we go. Hooks 3.5, it's giving you US in brackets. So it's obviously in UK terminology then. I'm not sure if it will give you the US terminology in brackets, but it does give you the hook sizes and stuff. So that's not too bad. At least you got that. So yeah, row after row of UK double crochet, so single crochets in the US, and those clouds and stars are just sewn on top. So it's very, very easy for the beginner, that one. I think it's not a great deal of difficulty. And then we've got a cushion that kind of matches if you do it in the same colour. Again, the same principle, and that does up like an envelope at the back, as you can see. We've got a flower baby blanket, and I've got a feeling this is just the same pattern, guys, but the actual flowers are now sewn on. So the difficulty level in that is very, very low. So we've got a spotted tissue cover. So this is a little more difficult, although it's the same stitch by the looks of it, because you've got a shape. So you will have to make, it doesn't show you the shape, which I'm a bit disappointed in. If they showed you the shape of how you were making it, that would be easier. I mean, we can work that out, but maybe not everybody. Anyway, they've got stars and bubbles blanket. Obviously the bubbles are crocheted in and this line of colour, but the stars again are sewn on. Spotty pom-pom cushion. Okay, so let's see if we can see how this is made. Spots, working continuous spiral. So again, you're making a spot and then you're adding it. So it's not even a puffy kind of stitch. Balloon cushion, again, exactly the same, but there's a little bit of cushioning inside the balloons to give them a 3D effect. Okay, bedroom and bathroom. So we've gone from the nursery, where they're all very, very similar and quite basic. Sorry if I'm kicking my table leg there and making it judder. It might not actually come through because this is a stabiliser. Yeah, so maybe, we'll see. Bedroom and bathroom then. Okay, so we've got a bubbly bath mat. Now I do quite like the bath mat. I did actually make one, or was making one, and I never finished it. Lidded baskets. Now they're always fun. You make a nice kind of, let's go up a little bit, lid that fits on top. And each one has a lid. There we go, you see them a little bit more. So they're quite nice. Again, they're all the same stitch, so we haven't got any difficulty. So we've got now cotton face cloths, and they look like they're half trebles or half doubles. No, they're still in UK double crochet, which is single crochet US, but it is bobbly, so there must be something a little different about this one because the stitch is a little bit more textured. And then we've got the bobbly hanger covers. I don't know that bubbles are kind of appropriate on a hanger when you want things to be flat, but you know, depends. And now we've got a striped ruffle blanket. So we've got a ruffle edge to that blanket. There we go. Nice and easy to make because I did a ruffle on my scrunchie. So if you want to know how to do that, it's quite simple. Then we've got a striped ruffle cushion to go with it, which is there. Again, difficulty level is not massive, is it? I don't think that rug is here. Hot water bottle cover along the same lines. Now we're going to the living room. And we've got this blanket, or throw, as they like to call them. We've got coasters, another one there, might be the same. And a basket with handles. I quite like the basket with handles, but I do believe those stars are probably sewn on afterwards from what we've seen so far. This is great, I think, for beginners. Although this says skill level 2 dots, what are they classed as 2 dots? Does it say anywhere? They're all saying 2 dots. I don't believe that. I think that is definitely beginner. I can't see what their key is for skill levels and dots. It doesn't show. Maybe it does at the end, so we'll go back. I can't imagine that that is difficult at all. It's just got bubbles and pom-poms attached to it. So the coffee table coaster, again, is just a round using UK double crochets. So single crochets yet again in the US. Textured cushion with pom-poms. So, okay, we might get a bit of a different stitch here. Alpine stitch. Wow, yeah, that's cool. We've got a bit more difficulty. Skill level is 1 dot. I think it's a more difficult stitch. Maybe the skill level gets harder with the least amount of dots. I have no idea. Lap blanket again. I think that is also in the same stitch. And we've got the striped bolster cushion. So it was a bolster. Okay, so there you go. And this is a 2 level. Probably because it's got a round and an end. But again, we've got some trebles going on. So we've got UK trebles, US double crochets by the looks of it. I'm not seeing it though. It says double crochet all the way through. But that there does look suspiciously like a treble. And I can't, oh yeah, I can see it. There are some trebles in this. So we're adding a few stitches and maybe looking like V-stitches to add a bit of difference. About time, I have to say. Square storage basket. Now I quite like this, but again, that is sewn on. This is a much chunkier. It says it's hard, this one. It's got a 1, I believe. This is made for t-shirt yarn. I do have rather an abundance of that in my shop, hobbyrocks.co.uk, and in my own personal stash. So I could actually give that a go. Bobbly rectangular cushion. Well, there we go. This is more of the same. It's exactly the same, just a different colour. We've got ruffles, we've got bubbles, which are put on afterwards. I don't see anything different. Okay, so kitchen and dining. We've got this. I quite like it. It's a little birdhouse and a birdie. We've got a tea cosy, and we've got tea towels, and we've got coasters. So it's actually looking okay, this page. This section. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty. But again, it's sewn on. Beehive tea cosy. So that's quite nice. I really like that, because I don't like these ones that are far too intricate and look like they're amigurumis. But this one is more of a functional teapot that I remember well. You do have to line it rather a lot with wadding to make it actually a cosy. But there you go, that's what it looks like. It's got little bees sewn onto it. Now, do we make these bees? We do. So that's quite intricate. Finally, we've found something pretty intricate. So what skill level? 2. So they're saying it is hard, yeah? Okay. So this is waffle stitch in a table mat. Bit bulky and lumpy, I think, when you want things to be flat. It's a large area though, so it might not make such a difference. Maybe on a coaster it would. So this is a peg bag, and I made one of these when I was at school, guys, but I made it out of Hessian paper, like kind of, it was embroidered. It was part of my embroidery thing, but it was exactly the same looking, although the hole is a bit bigger on the one I made, which is better for getting your hands in and out when you grab your pegs. But I do like this. That is pretty cute. Actually, yeah, that is good. And what does she say? Hard. She says it's hard. So this is a nesting bird tea cosy. So if you can't see that, we'll come up close. It's probably got a bigger one. Again, like what I mean, it's a bit amigurumi-ish. But it is pretty. Oh, there we go. We've got a much bigger picture. And we've got, guess what we've got? We've got double crochets UK, which is a single. But I think these are done in the back loops only, creating this stripe. So what does she say about the level of this? Hard. Why? Because we're going in the back loops? I'm sure people can cope. Right, tea towel edging. So we're not making the whole one, we're just making this edging. And I guess some people like to make little loops so they can hang them. But if you want to edge your tea towels to make them look extra nice, I would love to do that, guys. But I don't know about your tea towels. But once I've started using them, they don't look like that anymore. I only really want to display them. Just saying. Might just be us. I don't know. And then we've got some circular table mats, which I do have some on my channel, which I made out of my chainy cotton cakes. And they are in use every day, guys. I love them. And I made them exactly the same. If you look at the chainy cotton cake and you see the way it looks, I made them exactly the same as that, but bigger. So what have we got? We've got bubbles on the outside. Again, not great for flat kind of things, is it? But it is quite a chunky one. What have we got here? Recycled ribbon cotton. You can use any yarn you like. So this is another cushion. Poppies in a field with daisies. And this is the seasonal bit, so this might be interesting. I can't get the page. There we go. No, I've still got way too many. Okay, that's one. We've got the bunting that we saw at the beginning, and we've got some a cushion that I can't figure out. Looks like mushrooms. Is that seasonal? Didn't think so. And we've got, I think they must be napkin rings. We'll keep going and have a little looky. Yeah, they are. They're mushrooms. It's just called autumn cushion. So really not seasonal, although it is a season. It's not exactly Christmassy, but you could use that any time, really, couldn't you? Meadow cushion, this one. So that's the poppies and the daisy. Not really, well, I guess it's a season, isn't it? When the poppies and the daisies come out. Spring table runner and place setting. I took seasonal to mean that it was for Christmas, but I was wrong. This just looks like grass. You could just go get yourself a piece of AstroTurf. Save yourself a job. A strip of AstroTurf and crochet some flowers onto it. There you go. And it would be probably a lot cheaper than the yarn, just saying. Christmas cushion, I'm being, that's blasphemy really, isn't it? Telling you not to crochet. Here we go, we've got something Christmassy. So there we've got a cushion, which is of holly, berries and mistletoe. So that's quite cute. We've got a wreath. The only time I really want a wreath is at Christmas, but it's a bit twiggy for my liking. I like mine to be pretty and traditional, and by traditional I don't mean made of twigs. I mean made of sparkle stuff. Okay, that's just me. Nordic Christmas stocking string. Well, bunting I like to call it, or garland, but there you go, that's this one. And what we got now? Christmas place settings. So place settings. Okay. So you just put a label on it and say who sits there. But you could roll up your napkin and put it inside. So, yeah, that's kind of okay. Now we've got the techniques, but at least they're showing you some diagrams with hands, even though they're drawn. And slip stitches. We've got everything that you must need to work in this book. We've even got a double treble somewhere in this book because it tells you how to do it. We've got picots, which I find my way nicer. Joining at the end of rows. Wow, it teaches Granny to suck eggs, this one. And, right, we'll carry on. Abbreviations. So we won't worry about the suppliers because that's just ridiculous. And then maybe she got a kickback by putting them in. Index. So if you want to say, okay, can't remember how to do that picot, you can look at the back because it is mostly, you know, telling you how to do all these things as well as not as the actual thing you're looking for, like the actual design you're looking for. So that visit our craft store, make-etc.com for craft books, projects, news and more. You can do that if you want. This is Chico Books. And tell me what you think. Did you like it? I think it's very simple. Nothing in there looks taxing. Even the things with the difficulty level of hard. They don't look that hard. Not considering, you know, you've got things like the crocodile stitch. That's hard. You know, there are much harder things, I think, than the hard things in this book. But, you know, it's crochet for the home. And that's exactly what it is, isn't it? There's lots and lots of inspirational things. The skill level, I think, is very simple. You know, a lot of these designs are just things sewn on, which is you know, I've done that millions of times in the past. There's nothing wrong with that. My Christmas stockings that I made in the past all had things sewn on them rather than done in the design. So, you know, we all do that. But I'd like to see a few different things in books, you know, just a little added something extra if you want to tackle yourself doing that. So tell me what you think of this one. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.